Community redevelopment is a very interesting term we hear very often these days, but generally that involves the rebuilding of structures in order to rekindle life in a dying community. But it's rather rare to hear the term community revitalization. But you know, that can be just as important and have just as big an impact. And that is exactly what an organization in New York known as the Rockaway Development and Revitalization Corporation, which is nonprofit, is doing for the residents of Rockaway, which is a charming but seemingly long overlooked section of the city which lies at the southeastern base of Queens between the ocean and Jamaica Bay. The goal of the RDRC is really rather simple: promote the revitalization of the economic base and the neighborhoods of the community and help the community's residents secure a much better quality of life. And that's what's going on here. This is just one of many programs that the RDRC sponsors. To learn more about this organization, we sat down with their executive director. His name is Kevin Alexander.
The Rockaway Development and Revitalization Corporation, or better known as RDRC, is this wonderful community development corporation that focuses in on developing human capital assets. When I say human capital assets, really starting from children and exposing them to education, to technology, to arts, culture, and recreational programs in a controlled, nurturing environment. And what we do is we track them and we grow with them. So as they go from child to adolescence to high school level, we provide a lot more career-oriented programs and services. When they're ready to go into or to look at college, how do you go about the whole college recruitment, the college application? How do you make it affordable? So we make it reality for them. When we work with them and we hold their hands. We have a number of programs in our Workforce Development Division that will work with them to say, here are the career opportunities, here's where we think the next growth industry is going to be, and let us, by the way, work with you to prepare you. For those that are already in the workforce, and might be somewhat older, that are thinking about a new career direction, a new career path, we also have a number of programs and service offerings for them as well. We try and bring as much to them as possible that will actually add to the quality of their life, which falls with the mission of RDRC, to improve the quality of life of all residents of the Rockaway Peninsula and Broad Channel area.
I am a longtime Rockaway resident. I've lived in Far Rockaway all of my life, and I came to RDRC 15 years ago seeking employment. It was at that time that I was connected with the Tri-Borough Bridge and Tunnel Authority as a temporary toll collector in a token booth. I was in college and I came home looking for summer work, so I was really excited about that job opportunity. After completing that assignment, I would return to college, and the next summer they called me back. So my initial work with RDRC led to long-term employment with the Tri-Borough Bridge and Tunnel Authority. Once I graduated college, I was employed with New York City's Administration for Children's Services as a social worker, where I'm currently employed. It's really instilled in me a very strong work ethic, which I think is very important to have instilled in you from a very early age. And with the help of RDRC, I have been able to be really successful in terms of my work, my employment, and as well as my education. Also, I just think RDRC is a great organization for the Rockaway community. They do a lot of work with young people here, and the youth development portion of the agency is really important in helping our youth here in the community. I think that the youth here need to learn from an early age that there is an organization that they can come to, that they can receive services, they can get help that they need, so that they can begin to learn about the importance of work, the importance of becoming a part of society and a contributing part of society in a great way.
I'm a businessman in the community for 25 years, and RDRC and I have done a lot of projects together, and the common goal is to make Rockaway a better place for everyone to live. And the only way we can do that is keep kids off the street and get them busy, help people get jobs, have training program, and I work with them because I have a lot of business in the community and I can hire a lot of their people. So that's really brought us together to where it is today.
One of the things that we're involved in is job readiness, where we actually prepare our clients for the interview, how to dress, how to conduct themselves, how to complete the application, how to prepare a resume, how to work with the computers, Office, Excel, desktop publishing. We give them skills that make them more marketable. A lot of what that is about also is the proper attitude and mindset. You have to feel good about you. You have to feel good about yourself. You have to articulate why you want to hire me. And we prepare them. And it's 3 weeks of intense training where they have to commit to RDRC because we're committing to them as well. And that's part of the human capital development that we like doing as RDRC.
While sitting in the orientation, one question keep popping up in my head. What can RDRC do for me? And one speaker stood out when he asked the class, what can you lose while gaining more education? I started the class. I participated positively. And in the 3rd week of training, the job developer, Mr. McCree, came to me and gave me certain information. A couple of days later, I was sitting in an interview, and exactly 3 days after the interview, I was informed by Mr. McCree that I was successful in retaining a job.
As well as developing the housing, the importance of generating business and developing commercial areas is that it also creates new job opportunities. And so towards that, RDRC serves as an Empire Zone coordinator where basically it has a package of services and tax breaks and benefits where it can offer a business the opportunity to come into an emerging area at a discounted rate, or for a business that's already here to say, let's see how we can partner to reduce your costs. Let's make it a better fit for you. And as we do develop the commercial corridors because of urban renewal, because of the work we're doing along the major highways and boulevards, we also have a place for existing small mom and pop businesses as well, where it can be viable.
Citibank has had a long-standing, very strong relationship with Rockaway Development, as we know it, RDRC. And I think that when we think about the revitalization that needs to occur here in Far Rockaway, RDRC is one of the leaders. We have worked with them in a number of areas that include community development, affordable housing, and financial education. We have provided technical assistance in terms of homeownership counseling and seminars. We have embarked on supporting their new revitalization project known as the Renaissance Center, and look most forward to supporting them as they embark on supporting the Arvin by the Sea project and having some of the residents secure homeownership.
Auburn by the Sea is a master plan transit-based community which is being built on one of the largest urban renewal sites in the country. And it's a partnership really with the New York City Department of Housing, Preservation and Development and the Mayor's Office. The RDRC is the local arm of the Empire Zone, and they implement the Empire Zone credits. The benefits of the Empire Zone is that your sale taxes are substantially reduced. So when we subcontract out with our subcontractors, the tax rate that we pay is reduced. And that's how we sort of partner with the Rockaway Development and Revitalization Corporation. So we have a very good partnership with them. Obviously, it's been very successful, as you can see. And we continue to look forward to our partnership with them as we continue to build Auburn by the Sea out to its full potential, which should be constructed probably by the year 2010 or so.
One of the interesting aspects of this development is the fact that we voluntarily decided out of the 2,300 units that we're putting in, made 15 to 20% of those units to be affordable and the balance to be targeted towards middle-income families. An example is you can buy one bedroom with a balcony with magnificent views of the water, both on the ocean side and the bay side, for about $175,000. And you can be a first-time homeowner down here in Auburn by the Sea.
The organization has definitely evolved since I've been coming here. I think that the clientele has increased and it's grown dramatically. It's very well known in the community. They continue to do a lot of great work and they continue to help people, and that's what it's all about.
I think the most important thing for people to know about RDRC is the commitment it has to revitalizing the community from a social and economic development standpoint by building human capital. That is wealth. That is an untapped resource that is truly needed in this economy. Secondly, from more of a bricks and mortar, We work with a number of businesses through a number of the programs that we have, like serving as the Empire Zone Coordinator, to doing a lot of the technical assistance for local merchants and business owners, to working with persons that now have said, I want to start my own business, and providing the services and the resources to make it a reality, to make this a better community for all that live here. And so that fuels what we believe is the right path for RDRC to continue to improve the quality of life.
The very interesting story of the Rockaway Development and Revitalization Corporation and their efforts to help improve the quality of life for their community's residents. I'm Doug Llewellyn reporting from Rockaway, Queens.